Hello everybody, I'm Sushikat and I hope you've all had a fantastic day. And I'm here today at Tenpines Bluff because I had a run-in with a certain settler who challenged the general here, not that she's the general yet, that she would never make a difference to any of the settlements. She will never set a settlement up. She won't be able to give them the training that they need. Nor will she ever be able to make them something great. And she took him up on that challenge. So, that settler was a guy by the name of Kevin Alibert. And he does have his own YouTube channel, so that will be linked in the description below. Both his French and his English channels. So I'm just wandering around the outside here. We've got some things which she wasn't 100% sure what to do with them, so they're breaking them down. Gonna get all the scrap they can and then get rid of it and sell it on. So when she got here, there was just a couple of things. They had built this little house here and they had a guard station, which is this, which they kind of updated a little bit, but as you can see, it's pretty basic and pretty flimsy looking. So she decided she was going to help them out with getting something a little bit more substantial. With the help of a lot of Brahmin and some of the caravanners, namely Lucas, she got these train carts up here. So yeah, she's managed to build the place up a little bit. There's a couple of homes up here. You got storage underneath and all sorts of knickknacks about. Now this is a home for one of the children, and I believe this is the young lady ghoul, who is also our hunter and trapper. I'm sure you'll see her around here soon. And this is the mayor's and his daughter's house. So it's nothing too fancy. And this is where they sleep, both in the same room. Now the mayor here used to be a member of the Minutemen, which is what that armor is. You might have noticed that my character here has a blue Minutemen hat on. That is a mod. I will, if I remember, I will link it in the description. Now, she tried to move these guys out of here, but one of the scavengers just plain would not leave. So instead, she just sort of had this put in around him. So you have a little work area for the power armor. And then we have our workstation back here. And I seem to be having trouble with doors. Ah, here we go. Here is our lady tracker and hunter with her rifle on her back there. And we have an outhouse because everybody needs to use the bathroom sometimes. Now, this building here is actually pre-war, but parts of it, as you can see, they've had to patch up, like some of the roof there. So they've done what they can, and they've taken to planting in here. This is the mayor's daughter trying to strangle herself. I believe that there is Kevin in the green jumpsuit. Yes, he's been hanging around trying to see what we're doing here and making sure that everything abides by the agreement that's that Kiara here and he made. So yeah, this is annexed to the clinic. So it's where they make all the chems and stuff, and if I can actually aim. You have the arch right in the doorway. And some water. Because why not? Who doesn't like to have a bit of water every now and again? Especially out here in this desert. So this is the operating theatre, and
Yes?
I'm not going to ask about that. I think the less said about that, the better. Now, this would be the pharmacy and her bedroom, and teddies. Lots and lots of teddies. And we have our dispensary. And I actually, Kiara got a bit of advice here from a Mr. Local 4-pack, Gary. She managed to find a way to put a door that will lock on there, so people won't be coming in and trying to steal all the chems while they're asleep. And here is, it looks like our weapons store.
Farm's not much.
Well, he also runs the, our little, gun range here. It's pretty simple, but if nothing else, it will teach people to shoot straight. Let's see if Kiara's any good. Well, she hit them all, and that looks like more targets there. Let's turn off the radio. So this is his rather simple little home. And got all he needs to feed himself and his dog, and some supplies for selling. Now, this is kind of the bit where it's a bit dodgy. I keep crashing here. And we're back. Sorry about that. Just as I said it, we had a crash. So this is a rather radioactive looking compost heap, and where it's all been spilling out, they've actually got quite a bit of growth here. So I'm just going to take a look across the front, Have some meat drying in the sun, and a cow, rad stag being butchered. Well, I think this is all looking pretty good. And that's the fixed house from the outside, so let's head on in. Wow, this is certainly something. I believe this is one of the guards. We haven't yet seen him. And his partner. This is where they live, and they built this place up. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so pretty much everyone here has built things as they've needed or wanted them, including the housing. And you might notice that there is a lot of plants around here. Well, that's because the young lady of this house was a scientist from Rivet City, and she came back. Not that Kevin knows this, but she came back with Kevin's best friend, who went there to get a certain operation done. I have the toilet back here. Pretty simple. I don't really want to know where the waste is going. But yeah, they came back as her escort and set up here. And the young scientist was from Project Purity once, and now she works on hydroponics. So that's why she's quite so into all the plants. Now, oh, hello. Yes, Kevin, do you mind? Thank you. And we have ghosts. Of course we do. We have multiple ghosts. It's not a gym if you don't have ghosts. So yeah, this is their gym area, and on each of these boards they can work out. Use them a little bit of cushioning under their hands. And oh hey, it looks like yeah, it looks like Mr. Jer Wolf BLD has been here. He's been helping them out with sorting out their gym. And this here is the guy that lives in the fixed up house, along with his missus. Let's have a look. What do we have around here? They're awful messy lot. They don't clean up after themselves at all, do they? Oh well. A little guard dog. Now I need to be careful here because I have a mod that's loaded which makes fire very, very painful. But this is where Lucas will come and sit, although he's kind of leaning against the barricade here at the moment. And this is for whomever is I can usually get in here. yeah, for whomever wants to come and stay. At the moment, Lucas is staying here. And this, oh, is where they get a lot of their salvage from.
You ain't been up to see Greg.
They drag all this kind of stuff up here, and break it down, and sell all the components. And it looks like our little refreshments tender is not at her post, and that's because she's up there taking in the sights from outside. So that has been my Tenpines Bluff, and Kevin, I really hope that it has passed all of your qualifications, and you will stop getting on to Kiara about not being able to save anyone in the Commonwealth anymore. She will bring the Minutemen back, and they will be better and stronger than ever. So, I have been Sushikat. I hope you've all had a fantastic day or night. Bye!